Duncan Johnson, what do you make of the front and back of this is 84 subsection 12 of the Electoral Act?
It's not really back and forth. When I heard that the federal government was going to court to revisit what the president had assented to, I was wondering how that was going to work, because the signing that into law and then you're going to court to challenge what you actually had consented to was, for me, wasn't going to work. And for the Supreme Court to come through early in the day to settle this, it's commendable. I must say that even when he's the president, is valuable. He could make mistakes. So it's given that interest might have pushed him into getting to want to challenge or try to see if some aspect of that law can be revisited. So, but now the Supreme Court has come up to say it has to stand, and that's okay.
The intricacy of the judgment is that before now, the Act said senators, House of Representatives members, and of course the president and the vice president have no such, will not be allowed to vote at the, or to be delegates at the primary election of their political parties. What would be in the mind of such leaders to continue to push forward, to see to the fact that they become eligible to vote at as delegates in the primary election?
In my opinion, that law seeks to take power back to the people. That's my opinion. I mean, you're elected a public servant, and then you're at some point of election you're a delegate. No, let's have people who assess you go in there to be able to vote you back in or vote someone else back in there. I think it's the right thing done. Those who are appointed, those who are occupying public offices shouldn't be part of that process, ideally. And I think it's in order. I agree completely with the Electoral Act. I agree that we should have the people, a lot more of ad hoc delegates. I mean, the people now going into as delegates to throw up candidates for political parties in the various contestable positions. It would have been too much to have a group of persons who are running around the public office go back in there and use certain influence to so to speak, in my opinion, box democracy. It gives room for the people to know that you have to, as a public servant, you've got to give in your best, and knowing that there'll be a time where the parties will converge and elect. Okay, maybe after the first 4 years, if you're going in, if it's a 4-year term, you're going in for second term, you expect that the people you're working for, which is actually the citizenry, would have to assess you and look at how much you're able to deliver on the mandate that was given, how much you're able to work the agenda, that is before you, this work schedule that you're able to cover. And that integrity will condition the mind of the electorate, party members, party faithful, to now say, look, this man has done well. And by virtue of that effort, we can go back in as individuals, as citizenry, to throw his name in the ring again, to stand election and win on behalf of the political party. I think it's the right thing. It's a step in the right direction, and I agree completely with the Electoral Act that we stop allowing elected officers to be those who elect officers, or rather those who stand election within the political parties.